Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to our live broadcast. Today is Friday, September the 8th, and I am super excited to talk to you about Google Ads reports and how to master them in a few easy steps. Here is what we will be covering today. Okay, we will look at two Explore reports with real life examples, and I will show you how to identify key reporting information using these reports. And then I'll show you how to create a Google Ads report in GA4 from scratch in just a few easy steps. And last but not least, we will analyze campaign performance, including time on page, new versus existing users, keyword performance, impressions, cost, and more. So let's get started. So I have prepared here for you a report which focuses on one campaign. It's called URL Builder Campaign. And what I actually did was I selected quite a few dimensions here that you can see, but my main dimension that I'm using for this report is Session Google Ads Campaign. This dimension will help me find out what my users did on my website after they came from Google Ads. Then there is a second report, and this report has a very limited number of dimensions here, and my main dimension is Google Ads campaign. What is the difference here? The difference is that I'm using Google Ads campaign to pull information directly from my Google Ads account, which has been linked with GA4. So I can see how much I'm paying per click for this particular campaign. I can see how much this campaign cost me for the period of last 7 days. I can see how many clicks I received, how many impressions, conversions, and how many sessions per user. So the difference between the two reports is that Google Ads campaign dimension will show me the data that's coming from my Google Ads application. It will not be able to show me what the users did on my website. Even if I try to add here a session, a session dimension, as you can see, everything here is grayed out because the way things are set up in Google Analytics, I can either have a report that shows me my Google Ads performance with costs, clicks, impressions, etc., or I have to build a separate report which actually showcases the session, and then I can do a lot more here, and I will show you how. So let's first focus on the Google Ads campaign. It is very easy to build a simple report because all you need to do is you need to come here in Explore, and it's taking a little bit of time. You can click on a blank report, and once you click on your blank report, which is probably taking a little bit more time. Yes. Once you click on your blank report here, all you need to do is to just have a few clicks to build your report. Basically, you can select your time period, which in my case, let's say is going to be last 7 days, and I'll click apply. Then I'm going to click on dimension, and I'm going to type here Google Ads. And as you can see, I have a lot of stuff, but all I really care about in this case scenario is my Google Ads campaign. And I'm going to click it here. And I want to drag it here to ROAS. Okay. So for now, there is no data available, but let's see metrics. And we will be adding metrics with Google Ads again. And I'm going to select all of these. Okay, now in addition to the Google Ads campaign, I will click also on Google Ads my Google Ads group name. I can do my Google account name and a lot of other information that is optional, right? But what I really would like to see is actually how my campaign performs. Therefore, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start drag and dropping my values. And once I start drag and dropping my values here, and there's a little bit of delay, um, I will start seeing information here. And this is really exciting because I can see cost per click and I can see everything else that I'm interested in. So let me go back to my report where I have prepared the data for you. But you can see how easy it is to actually very quickly pull your Google Analytics data using the Explore reports from scratch. Okay, so this is the report that I prepared in advance, and I'm focusing on my URL builder campaign. How do I do that? Simply go into filters and just click, hey, I want to only focus on this particular campaign, which contains URL builder. And that will exclude all the other campaigns that I'm not interested in. Okay, so what am I looking at here? In my information. Let me just show you again how I am going to do this. Google Ad, it contains URL builder. Okay, apply. So what am I looking at really here with this report? I want to see how much each keyword is costing me. I want to see how many clicks did I get on each keywords as a result of my campaign. I also want to see conversions. I want to see sessions per user. And the neat thing is that I can scroll and I can have a look at the performance of each and every keyword here. So this is really, really a very neat way to quickly and easily see costs per click, how many users, how many sessions, etc. Now that I'm seeing that apparently there is more than one session per user on these keywords, I want to see, what is happening here? Is this campaign actually attracting new users or not? What is happening here? So that is why I'm focusing on the session Google Ads campaign. I added here two columns, the page path and query string. This is the page where I'm taking the users after they click on my ad. Then I'm adding session Google Ads keyword, which is the keyword that I'm focusing. And I will now have a look and see what's happening here. This keyword URL builder seems to have good conversions, but look at new users, 0 new users, and total 5 users. So this means that for some reason, I have some of my returning users clicking on my ads. Okay, so, and this is my average session duration as well. Then if I proceed to the next keyword, I can see that my keyword was URL builder. I had 10 conversions. I had 3 new users, which is really great because out of total users, 3 were new. So this keyword definitely brought for me brand new traffic. And I can see that these people were really engaged. They spend on average 2 minutes as a result of this keyword. And I can see that I am taking these users to my homepage. Okay, so bringing a user to my homepage on this particular keyword is very effective. A, I'm having new users. B, they're spending a lot of time here. And this is a great opportunity for me to continue engaging them because probably they were very, very interested. And if I continue to scroll to the right, I will continue looking at how my keywords perform one by one. For example, another keyword performance aspect here is 2 new users versus, you know, obviously there is one returning user and they had 5 sessions together altogether. I have URL builder online, etc. So the pricing plans page that I took them when they were using URL builder online, it resulted in 18 seconds. There were 7 conversions, of course, and look at this, new users, 0 new users. So this means that this person has been on my website already once, and maybe they were looking for some pricing information and they used my Google Ads and they clicked on Google Ads information to get to the pricing plan. And they spend about 18 seconds on average. Okay. Then here I'm seeing average session duration 1 minute also. So very, very interesting information depending on keyword and landing page. So we are almost at time. Just have a couple of minutes to wrap it up. I'd like to kind of focus on a couple of takeaways for you. So, if you would like to track your Google Ads performance in Google Analytics, there are 2 ways to do it. You can use a Google Ads campaign dimension to see cost, impression, and number of clicks and other information that can be pulled directly from your Google Ads. And if you want to see what your users were actually doing on the website and actually compare user behavior against keyword and landing page, it is best to use the session Google Ads campaign dimension because it will actually provide you with information about the user visit on your website. And while both reports are really informative and you can certainly use the first report to identify whether you're only driving absolute new users or there's a mix of some existing and new users. The second report absolutely can give you the opportunity to drill down and see how many new users each keyword against each campaign is generating, how is your landing page performing, how long are users staying on the website as a result of this particular combination of keyword plus landing page. And it can give you some excellent insights in how to improve average session duration if that is your goal, or number of conversions if conversion number is what you're after. And also you can think about some strategies of how you can push for more new users versus existing users, etc. Well, I hope that this report example, as well as the second report example, were really useful for you. And I hope that you're able to see how easy and simple it is to gain key intelligence regarding your Google Ads performance using GA4. As you can see, everything is drag and dropping, no coding, nothing complicated, and it can be done in seconds. And what is more, at the end of the day, all of your reports get saved into your Explore session so that you can come again and again and click on them and review them every day, every week, or depending on how frequently you would like to check the performance of your Google Ads. And with that, I will say goodbye to you. I hope again that this session has been useful. Thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful weekend.